Meet the most capable CR-V Honda has ever dreamed of. The all-new CR-V Trail Sport Hybrid. With all-terrain tires and available enhanced traction control, it's built for wherever the day takes you. Heated front seats and a heated steering wheel? Ideal for winter drives and crisp early starts. And with generous cargo space, it's ready for big gear and even bigger getaways. The CR-V Trail Sport Hybrid. Learn more at honda.com/CRV.
At Strayer University, we help students like you go from, is it possible? To anything is possible by offering access to up to 10 no-cost gen ed courses, so you can reach your goals affordably and fast. Visit strayer.edu to learn more. No-cost gen eds provided by Strayer University affiliate Sophia. Eligibility rules apply. Connect with us for details. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
It's been a very busy offseason in Pittsburgh. The Steelers added Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, all-pro after all-pro, Pro Bowler after Pro Bowler. The Steelers have completely retooled that offense. Will, asking you first, we giving the new-look Steelers enough respect?
Hell no. I wouldn't get it. First of all, that thing like, bye, see how you doing?
Why do all the Packer players get so, it's like they show Aaron Rodgers, he's like, oh my God. Like you, James.
How they do it?
Oh my God. They pom like, bro.
Anyhow, I'm going to say.
Yeah, you got that A. Hey, go ahead, Will.
Y'all so corny, bro. I'm tired of y'all. My friends are so annoying. Anyhow, no, they're not giving them much respect because I feel like essentially they upgraded at most positions, right? They upgraded at quarterback, clear as day. You see that? They went and got DK Metcalf. They went and got a true bona fide number one receiver. They lose Minka, but you get Jalen, right? You probably have one of the strongest tight end rooms now with Jonnu Smith and Freiermuth, right? And then let's keep going. You get Darius Slay coming over. You got another veteran. Yes, you don't have Najee Harris, but you have a loaded running back in terms of running back by committee with Warren. You drafted Caleb Johnson, who I think is going to be a stud in the NFL. So I think just overall, like, they just upgraded every position. You got true veterans. You got guys with Super Bowl championship experience. So I think overall, a lot of teams are sleeping on the Steelers. I definitely think they upgraded.
Well, let me know if you agree with this. I think they upgraded as well. I'm giving them enough respect. I believe there are three tiers in the AFC, three tiers of significance, and then there's everybody else. I think tier one, you got the Chiefs. They stand alone. They might not have the best roster. They stand alone. Tier two, you got the Bills, you got the Ravens. Over the last 3 to 4 years, they've proven they stand alone. And then tier three, you got the Texans, you got the Chargers, you got the Broncos, you got the Bengals, and I now would put the Steelers in tier three. Then you have everyone else. So I do not think the Steelers are on the same level right now. I haven't seen enough to put them with the Ravens or the Bills. Obviously can't put them with the Chiefs. But where I am after these offseason moves, I'll put the Steelers right along the Chargers, right along the Broncos, right along the Texans, right along the Bengals, and I think this is really how the AFC looks. After that, we can have different conversations, but I'm giving the Steelers the respect that I'm giving the Bengals, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Texans. You can make the playoffs, and you have a chance to win a game, win two, maybe you get hot, see what happens.
Isn't that what they've always done, though?
Yeah, I guess before the acquisition of Aaron Rodgers along with Jalen Ramsey, if they were going into the season with Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson and Will Howard, I wasn't even putting them in a tier three conversation. I just thought move them there with the Patriots, move them there with the Tennessee Titans, move them there with the other teams.
Don't sleep on the Patriots, though. Don't sleep on the Patriots.
You know, it's July 4th, man.
It is.
I need you guys to have some more respect. People are at home getting ready to cook out, and y'all talking this mumbo jumbo about the Steelers. Let's keep it real, though. The Steelers should be in a category with the Bengals as a team that has a lot of potential, but we don't know what we gonna get. We don't know that. Y'all just put them in tier three with playoff teams. Shame on y'all. Real quick. Number two is...
They're a playoff team. They've been a playoff team.
I don't know that, man. I don't know that. I don't know that.
Speaking of mumbo jumbo.
Okay, so for another thing, right? The weaknesses. When I watched the weaknesses last year, they had they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop anybody. Late in the year, middle to late, they was getting like 35 points on the defense. Yep. So you helped that part out. Cool, right? Now, offense. You get Aaron Rodgers a better quarterback. I get that. I don't know, him and Russ probably right now is eagle. I don't know how you want to cut it. But you didn't run the ball well, and then you didn't no help on the offensive line. Mm-hmm. Now, the last time I checked, the guy that you and James Jones pom cheer for, he's 41 years old. That means he's kind of old, right? So if we don't help the offensive line, and on defense, you do make some improvements. You ain't pay your top player on defense yet, which is crazy. But y'all can't sit there and be serious thinking that there's no question marks on this team. Listen, I think that they are getting enough respect, right? But I think you guys give them too much respect. You got to go out there and play, man. Because the last Steelers team I've seen, that's not Steelers football.
That's a good point.
That's not Steelers football. I'm not used to seeing teams put 35, 34 on y'all like that. I'm not used to that. Right? And then on the offensive side of the ball, y'all can't run the ball? Y'all can't block? Listen, I think the Steelers have a chance. They have potential. They made some right moves, and I'm with that. Only thing I'm saying is, before we start getting too crazy and overworked ourselves about this thing and overthinking it, let's let these boys play and see what happens, please. Please.
Fine, Shady. Well,
July 4th, dog.
Let's stay in the division and move from the Steelers to the Ravens. The Ravens, they added DeAndre Hopkins, the 5-time All-Pro. He had a lot to say about this team. He said, quote, "It seems like there's been a piece that's been missing, and I could be that addition." Bring us on, Cam. Will, I said earlier in the week, and I've said since the Ravens acquired Jair Alexander, I said they are the most complete team in the AFC. I said they're the best team roster-wise in the AFC. Again,
Yo, I don't know because it's July 4th, but the beast today is pop, pop. Hey, oh, hey, yo, is Cole doing that? Whoever that is, that feeds, whoever's doing that.
Yo,
bro, they got that thing.
He's excited to get in that
hey,
today.
Oh, hit me one time, hit me 2 times. I'm trying to hit you.
Hold on. I wasn't ready.
Oh, my God. Come on, Will, get the Boston couch out of you for 1 second. July 4th, baby.
I did say no to Pitt. That's my fault, right?
I got some wings for you today. Come over there.
You need them, Will.
I can't move. I'm frozen on this set right now. They took my jacket away from me. I'm cold, guys.
Okay, look, getting back on topic. The Ravens, I don't think there's a team roster-wise in the AFC like the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are missing any piece. I think from the offensive line perspective, they're stout. Quarterback, MVP.
Yep.
Running back, future Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Tight ends, next level. Defensive line, check. Linebackers, top 2 linebacker in all of football. Cornerbacks may have the best cornerback tandem, including the nickelback in all of football. Safeties, so long as Malachi Starks is who we expect him to be, they have the best safety tandem in football. And at minimum, they have a top 2 safety in football in Kyle Hamilton. If there's a missing piece, maybe they don't have a wide receiver one.
They know maybe they don't.
Maybe. Yeah, okay, fair. I know I was trying to be a little softer. It is the 4th of July. The missing piece could be wide receiver one. Zay Flowers, you got to show me something. Rashad Bateman, you got to show me something. D-Hop, you got to show me you can still be a game impactor, a game changer. You got to show me you can still manipulate a defense. So maybe wide receiver one, fine, I'll give you that, Will. But outside of that, I think the Ravens are stacked. Do you think they have any missing pieces?
Yeah, I'd say definitely stacked in terms of the roster. I would say 90% complete if we're saying like a complete roster. Yeah, they definitely don't have a true bona fide number 1 wide receiver. And we can sit here and argue and say the Ravens in history have never had a true bona fide number 1 wide receiver. The first receiver ever to go to the Pro Bowl is who?
Zay
Flowers. First receiver ever in Raven history to go to the Pro Bowl is Zay Flowers.
Crazy.
Never had it. So that's a big thing. I understand D-Hop coming over. It's not the same who he was. Still is going to be effective and beneficial for them. And then, let's state the obvious. There's going to be an issue. They're going to have a kicking battle this offseason for obvious reasons, right? A kicking battle. So comes down to it. These AFC North games usually come down, to a field goal sale. So are they going to have a kicker? And then let's go to the offensive line. Obviously, Stanley and Linderbaum are obviously certified. You got one of the best centers. I can't believe he's the highest paid or not. He's one of the best centers. Stanley, obviously, outstanding tackle. But then everyone else, we don't know. We're still concerned. How is that side? Are they going to be able to protect Lamar? So I think right now, not having a bona fide number 1 wide receiver, Zay can be that guy. I have no doubt. My BC guy is outstanding. But that's the biggest thing I have concern with. Can they do that? You brought in Dez, right? You brought in OBJ. You bring in all these guys, and it just hasn't panned out for them. We can go all the way back to Steve Smith. I think the leading receiver was Derek Mason, way back when they were in the 2000 Ravens. So that's just my concern. But outside of that, man, I know we're here nitpicking, trying to find one thing, but this roster is legit, but that's my only concern. You don't got that one. Actually, the number 1 receiver is actually Mark Andrews, let's be real. But you don't have that one guy outside of him who can just go ahead and get that.
I think this team is flawless, to be honest with you. Good leadership from Lamar Jackson. You know how good he is. I think we got a guy like Derrick Henry. You don't need a number 1 receiver because, like last year, for example, Lamar had a phenomenal year throwing the ball, but Derrick Henry had 1,900 yards. You get what I'm saying? So I threw the ball well and we ran the ball well. As a defense, it's hard to really try to stop this team and defend them. So I'm not really worried about the players on paper, but I am worried about what are you going to do? Because it's a couple years you guys had a good team, right? Now we can all, I think, yes, for sure, they can get maybe a wide receiver or two that's, maybe a number one. But other than that, hey, no team is perfect, right? Other than the Eagles. Even the Eagles, we got small little gaps. My thing with the Ravens is we got to get it done. It's 2 teams you got to worry about. That's it.
Literally.
It's the Bills, right, in Buffalo that y'all just can't beat up there. And it's this team with a big coach and a great quarterback, the Chiefs.
Big coach.
That's my favorite coach.
I know you love him.
But you can't beat them. And it's like we can talk about the players and this and that and the scheme and how flawless it is. I think D-Hop does help him out, leadership in a way. He can make plays. One thing about really older players that maybe don't have the same juice they had when they were younger, but they are really good. And it's like, any game I can give you that old D-Hop.
They know the situation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might not give you D-Hop every, game, but there's some games I give you the D-Hop of old. And that D-Hop of old is really, really great. So anyway, my main point is we can talk about all that with the Ravens. We can do that for hours. It don't matter until you get it done on the field. I hate looking at the paper.
Why haven't they been getting it done on the field?
I just told you.
But why can't you beat the Bills?
At least Bills 17.
Let's not say the Chiefs. Let's say the Bills.
The biggest thing is that the star players are unfortunately not protecting the football. Lamar Jackson, he talked about his turnover issues. Mark Andrews, the number one guy, had his turnover issues when it mattered. And that's just what it's coming down to. I go all the way back to when the Ravens went to the playoffs and played against Gus Bradley's Chargers defense. What did Gus Bradley do? He went dime, he went nickel. He said, we're going to go speed for speed. They couldn't figure it out, right? And then keep going on playoff woes after playoff woes. And then even when they lost to Kansas City, not this past year, the year before, they didn't just run the football. I think they ran the football 6 times. So I think they came in thinking like, hey, we're just going to go ahead and throw the ball. You got to stick to what works. And you got a guy who knows he's getting the ball in Derrick Henry, and you need to give him the football. He is built for that. This offense needs to truly go through him, as you mentioned. You don't need a number one when you got a guy like him. So I would truly just solely lean on the run game. The defense is going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But I will lean on Derrick Henry this year.
Well said. Hey, when we return, it is a segment that you cannot afford to miss. Outfit changes are involved. Shady got to go. Shady has to go. A lifeguard will be on set. I just promise you, you don't want to miss it. If you watch anything today, watch what happens after the break. Just watch what happens.
Hey, does lifeguards, do they wear diamonds or that's not allowed? I'll be right back, bro. I'll be right back. Stay watch.
Now at Chipotle, our all-new Chipotle Honey Chicken brings Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet. Seared smoked peppers and savory Mexican spices, blended with a hint of pure honey for a perfectly balanced sauce. All combined with fresh, tender chicken hot off the grill, served up in your favorite burrito or bowl. New Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level. But it's only at Chipotle for a limited time. Order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
Beautiful people, it is July 4th, so it only made sense for us to go to the beach.
No peeing in the pool. I'm watching you now.
It only made sense for us to go to the beach. Shady is our lifeguard. He's going to tell you what teams are going to sink, what teams are going to
I see you. Get out the deep end. I know you can't swim.
Sink means what teams are going to miss the playoffs, and swim means what teams are going to make the playoffs. I'm not entirely sure that Shady can swim, but he is our lifeguard on this show.
You need one? Okay.
He's our lifeguard on this show, nonetheless. Lifeguard Shady, take it away.
What's up, guys? Hey, listen, man, this is my pool. 4th of July. Listen, behave yourself. When you hear you listen up. All right, now, a lot of these teams out here, you might can't swim, but some of these teams can swim to the playoffs. Let's get to it, Acho. Let's get to it. What we got first, Acho?
First up, you got Justin Fields.
Oh, Justin Fields. You see him now, you don't. Listen, brother. I know you can't swim. They are not going to the playoffs. You lost your foot. Get out the pool immediately. 4th of July now, 4th of July.
How about Russell Wilson, too?
Is it Baywatch or Shady Watch? Can we see Russell, please? Can we see Russ? Oh, is he cooking? Is that a hamburger? Is that a cheeseburger? Oh, that boy cooking. He will take them boys to the playoffs because he can swim. Him and Sierra. Hey, Sierra, hey, you girl, you want now. Russ, out the deep end. He gonna go to that playoffs.
Okay, I think I see a Geno Smith somewhere out there.
Oh,
I
my
see him
God.
out there.
Is Geno out there?
He out there.
Geno, you know you can't be out there swimming. Pick. Raiders, I hope you have a chance, but with that, brother, you probably can't do it. I need more sunblock, please.
Sunblock, please. Sunblock, please.
Thank God
Colin,
they saved-
can we
thank
get
God
the
they saved
man
that, brother.
some sunblock, Colin? Colin Burke, can we get him some sunblock? Please, your glasses.
They done messed up my outfit.
Your glasses, please. Your glasses,
4th of
please.
July. I'm
Hold
gonna be
on.
swimming out
Hold
here.
on. The man needs some sunblock. The man
I need
needs
some sunblock. Come on now, because
immediately.
freaking Geno Smith got me running around.
Thank you.
Got me
Hold
running
on.
around.
We thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look.
Okay. Next up is Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you, because Geno Smith got me acting up. Oh, A-Rod? Hey, look. Now, I know you on 11-10 and your playoff career won Super Bowl appearance, but you are great, and Tomlin has some good things cooking for you. Is that a cheeseburger? Oh, okay. Yeah, July 4th, you see the fireworks. He can swim. He's going to the Super. No.
Whoa.
That's 2012. My bad. It's not 2012. It's 2025. Yeah, but that goes to playoffs.
Playoff.
Super Bowl is
Last one, an important name, a former first-round
Who
pick.
is it? Who is it?
I think I see. Is that Sam Darnold out there?
Oh!
I think that's.
Everybody out the pool. It's a shark in the water. He will not make it to the playoffs. Oh, my God. He's going to sink. Is that a pick? Listen, I tell you what. I don't know what the hell the Seahawks was thinking, but this was not the move. It's July 4th, and I care about the kids. He got to get out that water. It's 2 sharks now. Please. Right. You see them birds? You see that bird right there, right? You see that bird? You see that bird?
Look, where's my one? Let me talk to Shady, please. Can we take a 2-shot of myself and Shady? So, Shady, you're going to double this July 4th as a griller, as a chef, and also as a lifeguard. You have that ability.
Now, that's the thing, though. I'm upset you said that lifeguards can't wear their jewelry.
Yeah.
Now, every time you see me, and when they see me, I got them chains on.
That's fair.
So next July 4th, I'm putting my chains on, brother.
But Shady, did you not forget when I'm talking. Did you not forget when you lost your earrings at practice? Imagine if you lost your earrings in the pool, like in the ocean. Shady, you would never get them back.
Hey, watch yourself over there. Hold on now. Yeah, no, you're right. So I won't wear my jewelry. But listen, I'll tell you what. Anybody out there need a lifeguard for July 4th? I'll get on the grill early in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'll come watch your kids in the pool, because I can swim.
Shady, did you have insurance just in case something goes awry? Like, is there insurance? Do we have any sort of but what do we get? What's in the bag? Shady, what's in the
I'm making sure. Hey, look, first aid kit, all right?
bag?
Kids getting dangerous out there. Now listen, you Nigerian enough. You got swim? Because if you can't, I'm gonna come save you, dog. You my boy.
That's my dog.
Hey, no horse playing in the pool. Don't make me come in there.
Ray-Ban Meta glasses are powered by Meta AI, so you can get real-time answers.
Hey, Meta, how bougie is Jade Garden?
It's a trendy spot.
What's a color that pairs with this top?
Consider dark, earthy colors, charcoal or black.
What are some good first date topics?
Consider discussing favorite travel destinations or your favorite books.
Get suggestions, inspiration, and answers from your glasses. Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Iconic style meets Meta AI.
We have to talk about the wild NBA offseason. Man, there's been so much movement. Jokic, he lost Michael Porter Jr. Giannis, he lost Dame Lillard. LeBron James, he gained DeAndre Ayton. The Rockets, they gained Kevin Durant. And Steph Curry, they ain't really done nothing. They just lost Looney, but he was just getting about 14 minutes a game. It's been a crazy NBA offseason. On this beautiful 4th of July, glad you're hanging here with us. You could be watching any show. You're hanging out in the facility. We want to talk about who's the biggest winner of the NBA offseason, who's the biggest loser of the NBA offseason. Shady, starting with you, biggest winner, NBA offseason.
Yeah, always good news first. I'll tell my kids that. It's Kevin Durant and the Rockets. Now they have the second best odds to win a championship. Why is that?
That's crazy.
Because they add the right pieces. You add the guy Kevin Durant, how special he is, to already a good team and a well-coached team. I think sometimes when you have great players, you need that coaching, and they have that. And then they have size. They brought some size with them over there. Capella's going to be great on defense. I love the moves they're doing with the Rockets, so I'm going with the guard, Kevin Durant, in the Rockets.
Agreeing with Shady on this, it's the Rockets. It's
Yep.
the Rockets. When I think about the Rockets, they didn't lose that much to acquire Kevin Durant. So for the first time, I would suggest in the last 2 stops for KD, he's joining a team that is already complete. When you went to the Suns, KD, I wanted you to do more. You didn't. When you went to the Nets, I wanted him to do more. He didn't. He's going to the Rockets. Now everybody's already complete. I just don't want the other players to get worse. I don't think they will. I like Ime Udoka a lot. You add Kevin Durant, who's a scorer. Şengün is still there, thank God. Amen Thompson is still there. And Van Fleet, who's also been to a championship. I think the Rockets are pretty clearly the biggest winner of the offseason.
Yeah, they missed.
No, hold on, real quick.
Are you?
Because
that's
that's the nicest thing you ever said about Kevin Durant. And not even the nicest, the honest thing. Because sometimes he's not honest about Kevin Durant. That was a good job, bro. 4th of July,
He
man.
did say, I hope the players don't get worse. That was kind of.
Just okay.
Just take most of that.
Just take the win. We'll take the win. We'll take his layups.
Biggest winner in the NBA offseason.
Yeah, it's the Rockets. I mean, they not only did they fill the gaps they needed, but they filled it with some star power. So, yeah, out the gate, did a great job. You mentioned the coaching, A+. They finished second in the West last year. You bringing KD to a team like that, outstanding. Rockets, no question.
Let me ask y'all this.
Not even gonna play around.
Y'all think this is KD's best chance at winning a title since he left Golden State? Now, the problem I would suggest is he's in the West. So as good as Kevin Durant and the Rockets may actually be, we do not know. You still got the Thunder, who were way better than everybody else last season. I think they were 16 games better than the Rockets, maybe 14 or 15. They were way better than the Rockets in the regular season. And obviously in the playoffs, they won an additional 12 games or an additional 13 games than the Rockets did just in the playoffs alone. So there is still a large gap between the Rockets, the second best team in the West, and the Thunder, the best team in the West. You think this is Kevin Durant?
I think the only leverage, or not leverage, but the only space you're talking about, that gap, is they're champions and the Rockets are not. But if you're talking about coaching, I love the coaching for the Rockets. You talk about star power, that's a tough one because they have so much over there at OKC. But I just like the Rockets because they have size and they have players that have that dog and that will. Yeah. You know, sometimes you get on teams like and I'm not saying it's about the Suns, but you got Bradley Beal, you got Devin Booker, you got Kevin Durant. Sometimes, where's the ball going?
Yeah.
Right? The game's online. For the Rockets, we know where the ball's going, right? Everybody has their roles in place. Yeah. Like Thompson, he ain't gonna be the guy that's isolation all day. I'm gonna play hard, I'm gonna score when I can score, and I'm playing defense. Yeah. Like, they know their roles. I think now Kevin Durant, as the captain, as the leader, as the one driving that bus, they're gonna be hard to deal with.
Incredibly well
hard to deal with.
Hey, let's talk about what's been hard to deal with for the other teams. Who's had the biggest disappointment in the NBA offseason? Who's the NBA's biggest loser this offseason?
It's my team. It's the Warriors. What are we doing? Steph Curry's older. He's still solid. He's still dominant, but he needs help. You got Jimmy Butler. Cool. I love him what Jimmy does, the way he's played, elevated our team. Draymond Green is Draymond Green. He's always going to be elite. But the issue is, where else? Like, can we sign Kuminga? Yeah. I think if we get the Kuminga we got in the playoffs, then we're going to be solid. But we ain't even sign him. We ain't going to do no other movements. We lose Looney, who's our big that works well in our system, pass the ball, screens, but we don't have nobody else. We need somebody. Steve Kerr, hello.
I'm not going to a team on this one. This one hurts me to say, but Dame Lillard, unfortunately, the biggest loser this offseason. Not from a monetary perspective. You got all the money in the world. But Shady argues with James all the time. We always talk about it. If you're a legendary all-time player, being waived, this kind of sucks. Yeah. Like getting cut.
Trade is one thing. You talk about being traded. Being waived
is a whole nother disappointment. Like, the Milwaukee Bucks said, hey, Dame, we'll pay you to go away. We'll pay you to.
Achilles, though.
Agreed, but we'll pay you to go away. Like, not just sit here. We'll pay you to go. And not only that, being waived while being hurt really sucks. One thing to be hurt, but you go into the facility to rehab. You go into the trainers to rehab. You still got an organization to call home. Dame got all the money in the world, so he has his own trainers, I'm sure. But being waived and tearing your Achilles, to me, that's a terrible.
That's more an indictment on the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. They're a terrible franchise. You treat your people like that, I don't like it. I'm
gonna say my loser is the Pelicans. I don't know their direction. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I mean, I love Derek Queen, but they gave up an unprotected first-round pick for next year, and a first-round pick this year. You lose CJ McCollum, who's a leader, not just in the court, in the community. I know he got hurt. You lose Kelly Olynyk. I mean, it's just don't know what's going on. I don't have a clear idea of what they're doing. So right now for them, I'm just not sure.
That's an interesting.
So they picked up Jordan Poole, correct?
Poole, they get Looney.
They got Zion, right? And now they got.
Do they still got Bi?
No, B.I.'s in
B.I.'s
Raptors. He's Toronto.
B.I.'s gone. But he's in Toronto. But they had Queen. I don't know, Will. That's I don't know now.
Good players. I still the direction is unclear.
Let me give y'all this one for best offseason. How y'all feel about the Magic?
I like the Magic.
The acquisition
I like
of
the Magic
Desmond
in
Bane.
Atlanta.
If
Yeah,
they can add Lillard, ooh, woo.
That's what I think the Magic are having a sneaky, incredible. All they lack is three-point shooting. That literally, they're the hardest team to watch. They shoot threes like a high school team.
And they get, well, that's what I got Bane.
You get Desmond Bane, like, I think
I will say, though, I
would
would say Durant's probably best champ was with the Nets, Brooklyn Nets, when they lost.
Because he was in the East?
They lost to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But because they were in the East, his best chance was back then.
Who's that?
No, that was a better team.
Kevin Durant. He's saying his best chance was back
When he was in
then.
Brooklyn, that was his best chance after the Warriors.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Foot on the line.